Hey guys, Venex here, and welcome to my Star Wars Rebels Season 2, Episode 1, The Siege of Lothal analysis video. So in this video, I'm going to be running through my thoughts, theories, and little nitpicks that I had of the premiere that aired last week. Firstly, I just want to say that I really enjoyed the premiere as a whole. There were a few problems and nitpicks, in my opinion, that I point out, but then again, that is my personal opinion. So I'm going to start off talking about the appearance of Vader. At the end of the episode, we see Sidious tell Vader that Inquisitors are going to be dispatched, instead of primarily him hunting down the rebels and Ahsoka. Now, I've seen a lot of people who don't particularly like this decision to Vader to take a kind of a backseat role, but you've got to think of it on the larger scale. We, as fans of Star Wars Rebels, want to see characters to feature who can die. Without this, a lot of the excitement, in my opinion, is lost, because at some points we know the outcome of a certain battle before it's even started. I mean, don't get me wrong, because I absolutely love the inclusion of Vader in this episode, but I do not want to really see him regularly, because I think it kind of takes some of the excitement whenever there's a confrontation with him, unless it's with Ahsoka. Also, I thought it was really cool that we got to see Vader kick ass while flying, because we saw this a lot, especially in the Clone Wars as Anakin and in Revenge of the Sith, but that was as Anakin, and we haven't seen that much flying as Vader. Obviously, we saw it in A New Hope in the Battle of Yavin, but it was cool to see him fly so awesomely, because it's something that we haven't really seen that often. The Kanan versus Vader battle was a bit of a difficult one, because I couldn't help but think it was a bit simplistic in terms of the lightsaber combat between them both. However, what you have to understand is that Vader was purposely trying not to kill them, emphasized by the fact that he had multiple opportunities to in the fight, but chose not to. Upon realizing that this was all part of Vader's amazing plan, I'm sure a lot of you smiled like I did when you realized that was the case. So finally, the Minister of Lothal, I believe her name was Minister Tua, finally died. Along with a lot of other people, I didn't really like her that much. She portrays a typical powerful Imperial in the Empire, but there isn't a lot of likability about her, especially portrayed in Season 1. This brings me quite nicely onto the next point I'm talking about the Empire really trying to step up their game in Season 2. In Season 1, at times they were weak, but now they seem to really be pulling their socks up and carrying their weight. We see that they even went to the extent of burning down Tarkin Town, which further emphasizes the fact that there is going to be a lot more people dying and suffering in Season 2. Now, this automatically makes me think about Ezra, because I can see him getting more and more frustrated by the suffering and dying. We see I can't remember what episode it's called, but the one where Yoda comes, we see that Ezra wants to stop people from dying, stop people from suffering, and this is similar to what kind of Anakin wanted, because he wanted to stop Padme from dying, so I can see the similarities between Ezra and Anakin. And obviously this is suggesting that Ezra could potentially turn to the dark side in the future, which I personally think is the biggest possibility. Now, after finding out that her old master is Darth Vader, Ahsoka chooses not to say Vader's identity to the Ghost Crew. Now, there are a number of theories linked to why this is. However, I think the most likely theory is that Ahsoka can sense the anger and hate that consumes Vader, making him Vader and not Anakin. Therefore, I think maybe it is possible that she senses that the Anakin that she was trained by is now long gone and has been consumed by Vader. But let me know what you guys think about that one, because it is pretty difficult. The only tiny aspects that I wasn't really a fan of at all was Sabine managing to live a headshot from a blaster bullet to the head. Now, I know it's Mandalorian armor, but it takes some of the tension and excitement out of the moment if you know that Sabine can live multiple hits at times. But again, that's just my personal opinion. Now, I've discussed a lot of things in this video that have a lot of theory crafting potential, so I'd love to hear your guys' opinions in the comment section below as to what you think about these points I've raised. Also, really want to quickly say sorry about the lack of uploads recently. I recently ran a half marathon for charity to Kenya, where I'll be going in about a month, so that's why there's not been a lot of uploads. But if you have enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. May the Force be with you. Always.